Hi guys, happy Friday. I hope everyone's had a good wrong window. I hope everyone's had a good week. So we are going to jump into The Sims. I know it's been a hot minute since I played this. We're going to jump into The Sims and we're going to do a little bit of our wheel spin challenge today. I was thinking of doing this little apartment, which I want to say might be Penny Pizzazz's technically. When you first start the game, this is a very old save, many years old. But we're going to jump into this apartment today and then we'll go from there. But first, we must spin the wheel. Wheel of wheels that demands what I do. Mid-century. Okay. So we're going for like a 60s to 80s vibe. Sounds like a plan. Oh my god, all the notifications. Let's just clear the lot. Clean slate. And now it's very dark. But step one is some lights. These will eventually probably all change, but for now I just need to see what in the heck I am doing. None of those are lined up. Yep. It doesn't matter if I'm going to change them. No, but it matters to me. Just mentally right now. So. Okay, mid-century. No one currently lives here, so the floor plan isn't... That's a weird front door. It's not specific to any Sims. I think kitchen, dining over there would be nice. Maybe a little entryway. We can do kitchen, dining. Maybe... Could have a hall bath. Where's the wall? There it is. Small bedroom. It's probably isn't very different than what the original floor plan was. And then another bathroom. Can I fit a shower in either of these? I mean, I can. It's just not a nice shower. I think that may be just one wide. Cool. Like me, the main bathroom. The ensuite. Kitchen, dining. That's a lot of living room space. It's fine. I'll make it work. Now, the only trick with making this like mid-century is I can't use platforms in an apartment. So we're going to be relying on a lot of color and pattern. But for anyone who doesn't know mid-century design, let's pull up some. It's a lot of like orange and blue and yellow and textiles and patterns and this. So this pattern specifically is very much like inspiration. So like aqua and orange and yellow and like olive green. Do we have an aqua? We do, but it's like it's very aqua. So maybe not that. Maybe in the bathroom. We can do that. The orange honestly isn't that bad. We'll see what we can do with that. We don't have a dark yellow, do we? No, they're all... I mean, I say they're all quite sunshiny. I'm pretty sure that was the color of my mom's room in the 70s. So, pretty spot on. Except she had polka dots and stripes. So it would probably be more like that. Or like that. I'm not going that dramatic though. We're not doing that, sorry. Can't commit that hard. A good shade of like, what's gray? I was gonna say like olive green is gonna be hard as I literally pick out gray. Oh, this is a good color instead for the bathroom. I should move the lights. They're now in very unhelpful places. Come here. And that one can stay. Kitty cats, please don't growl at each other. It's like a really simple ask I have in this household is that we don't fight. How did I just misplace that? Okay. It's not far off. Would it be crazy? I mean, everything in this house is going to be a little crazy, so. Oh, I was going to say, do we have a tile in this color? We do. We do, in fact, have tiling in this color. Hey, Bear, can you not try to sit on your brother's head? He doesn't like that. I can hear the growling over here. Thanks, my dude. Like, really a simple request. Okay, the bedrooms are gonna have to have like shag carpeting because they have to. Would they have colored shag carpeting? Probably. But like, do I do a color that... Well, it's not gonna match the room then, so... Or do I just do white? Maybe I just go white. The rest of the house can have wood. What kind of wood flooring did they have in the 70s? I have no idea. Oh, they had like parquet. Well, that's fun. Definitely tile in the kitchen. Just bricks. I'm not doing brick. I mean, actually, I could probably put brick in like the entryway. Yeah, like a lot of fun patterns. Okay. And then like parquet flooring. Okay. Now we have parquet. Does it come in a color I like? It's a bit much. But I feel like this whole place is going to be a bit much, so... Probably can't really avoid it. This is feeling more fitting. Less modern, more fitting. What other colors are in there? Like orange? It's been called petal power. Like flower power. And then... Do I want stone? I think it would be weird to have stone in your apartment. Like, Yeah, like that'd be weird. I don't like that. Take all that out. That whole idea is off the table. Um, how exaggerated of a floor do we want? Real talk. Like, are we thinking we could do? This is a trust the process and hear me out moment. Where is the corner? Here it is. Ah. I don't know how big the kitchen will be exactly, but right now I'm saying it's this big. Oh, those are not the right corner pieces. What is the corner piece? Or no, they are. I put them the wrong way, didn't I? You know, that's just me being dumb. They're not wrong. I'm just dumb. Okay. Hold on. Or no, are they wrong? What? It's this one. Okay, it's just not in the set. Why is that not where it belongs? Like, why is that over here and the rest of the set's over here? Whatever. I need to learn to not question the Sims team. But yet, here I am questioning the Sims team. So. It's like, what don't we do? Question the Sims. What do I do? Question the Sims. No, that does not work. I don't think any of the swatches of this do. Let me pick the counters first. So few of them come in like fun colors. And I don't mean like that. Like I don't want that. My cats are trying to sit on each other again. One of them thinks this is a great idea. The other one hates it. It's going great, obviously. They're fighting now. Going swimmingly. How's that plan working out for you, bud? It doesn't seem like it's going too well. It's gonna be a very yellow kitchen. There's a reason. I mean, there's not really a reason other than I like the yellow kitchen, but I'm going to make it work. Do or die with the making it work. Okay. I now have to bring this tile back. This corner piece goes there. There. And where's the edge thingy? This thing. Alright. I'm going to change the wall color in here. To what? I don't know. We also need upper cabinets. Oh, I could have kept that there. Actually, it might look weird when I start putting in the rest of them. Yeah, no, you need to be down there. Yeah, cool. Be smaller, fit in with the crowd. Lots of storage in this house. Apartment, whatever it is. This place. Ah. Mama. These. These guys. It's not the right color. That's not the right color. Yeah, no, it's not. Sink, sink, sink. Fire alarm would be smart. I always forget about these, so over there. Ah, I'm in a wall. Out of the wall. It feels very white. Okay. What is this? What's that? I don't even know where this kit pack. I don't know what it is. This thing. This thing that I'm using. And then put I can go over there. Its own thing. I mean, you can have a dishwasher. I don't see why not. Why not? I don't like the wall. I have no idea what to change it to. No. Immediately no. If I change the floor, I could make that one work. I like the floor though. The floor's different. That might be the problem though, is that I made a bold choice with the floor. to also know. I do like it being different than the hardwood. I just don't like it being this. What if I... Like, do I like this look better? I'm not sure. These cabinets are higher than they're supposed to be, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Don't worry, I caught myself. I think I prefer it this way. And then I can add columns and kind of break up the space a bit. Actually, do we have like, I don't know, darker wood ones? I like these ones. Okay. Now, what kind of seed do I give them? I mean, the bowling pack's probably going to be really good for this. Those ones may seem like a lot, but they fit in. They fit in, and I like it. There's going to be some wild patterns and moments, so I'm just going to have to accept it now. That's not windows, that's curtains. I need windows. And doors. There's also no doors. Those would be a good idea too. This is the door I like. One there, one there. Here, one here. Actually, I think I'll make this an ensuite instead of having it be like communal. Windows. Heck if I know. So it's like, should they match the vibe or should they look like they belong on the building? Who knows? Who knows? Lord knows I don't. You go with Moschino. Moschino, mosquito, whatever you call it. Maybe they look out of place, but not obnoxiously. Okay. Like bathrooms. And then I'll put dining space here, maybe. It'll be living room. Just thinking it through. Just getting it all mapped out in my noodle. In my brain space. This one's the one with the shower? Yeah. Obviously, it's going to match the whole vibe. Obviously has to match everything. What else would homeowners of the time do besides match everything? I'm very shocked that this doesn't come in yellow. It comes in like a tan. It should come in yellow. We need more yellow. I want this yellow, but on more things. Like the big antique-y looking mirror. Yeah. We're gonna put it in a fun color. Gold mirror. I realize this seems like a lot of mirrors, but it is a bathroom. You need all the angles. A lot of gold. I don't know what the color of the 70s was, so don't come at me if it wasn't gold. It wasn't gold. I don't know. Orange. It should be a pendant light. Which one? I don't know. Probably the one I always use. Because it also comes in the color vibes that I'm doing. What is the most... '70s? A rainbow, maybe? We could also just use that one. Maybe that one. Maybe the default. And obviously a classic. Cool. Bathroom done. Vroom vroom. I guess it's... I would not say it's acceptable weather for motorcycles. It is 37 degrees outside. Whoever is riding their motorcycle is a wild child. We could fit a shower in here. I just kind of scooch this over a bit. Yeah, some wild child on their motorcycle. Shouldn't be shocked. I live in a wild child area. Wild behavior. Who rides a motorcycle in the winter in New England? Hi, Hannah. How are you? Oh god, I have to pick a rug. The things that stress me out in life. Picking rugs. Most stressful thing I have to do. You're okay? Why are you not better than okay? I mean, I'm also probably okay. Mostly because I'm tired, but it's Friday, so that's my yippee of the day. Is that it's Friday. Bedroom 1. I guess this could be for a kid, because I don't think I'm fitting a double bed in here. At least not in a logistical way. Like this could fit, but it doesn't make sense to fit it. If that makes sense. So this is gonna go in here. Okay, well, not in the wall. I'm stressed about assignment due. Oh, well, good luck on your assignment. Thank you for stopping by. School is definitely stressful. I keep making dumb mistakes at work because of anxiety. Oh, yeah, no, I've been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that more than once. Then I just, when those moments happen, I like to remind myself that, like, I'm not a heart surgeon. No mess up I do at any of my jobs will ever result in, like, death or fire or anything that hurts somebody. So I just take a breath and I move on. But I have definitely made mistakes at work and then just been like, just sat there in my feelings. But you just have to remember, like, while you are important, you are not a surgeon. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are also just wee baby. We are still but small specks of dust in the scope of how many years we have to go. I never thought the movie pack would actually come in handy for something, but here we are. Very good point. Even if I majorly mess up the finances of my partner's business, they can fix it. I just hate looking stupid. Oh, I hate looking stupid. Like, I have straight up told my boss, I don't want to ask for help too much because one, I feel like it makes me look bad, and two, I don't want to annoy you. And she's like, I'm literally here to help you. And I'm like, yeah, but I know you have a lot on your plate. And so I don't want to bug you. And she's like, what the hell? And I'm like, sorry, no part of my nurture or nature taught me to ask for help. It all taught me to figure it out myself. So I very much through my years have had to try to unlearn the go to Google instead of you can ask people. Other humans are in fact here to help you. Yeah, no. Somewhere in my little lizard brain, it's like, no. They will think you are dumb, you are annoying. And it's like, yes, makes sense. My little lizard brain hates me. It's like, you asked a question, you are stupid. And it's like, no, you're not. You are not stupid for that. And I know I'm not stupid for that. No one is stupid for that. There are, in fact, dumb questions, but you are never stupid for asking them. Because, like, ultimately, you're still trying to get the answer and learn and grow and be better. It's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. Obviously, you're getting the dino backpack, kid. Dinos and unicorns all the way. What's the downside of working for your parents? Yeah, they're the ones who raised me in that way. Yeah. Yeah, I could never work for my parents. Love my mom. And I would not feel dumb asking her for help, but she also works in a field that I do not understand. Working for my dad would be the worst thing I could ever do for myself. Even just going to him about homework, I felt like an idiot every single time. Let alone if I had to go to him about like my job. Oh my God. I think I'd just rather cry and hope for the best. It would be so bad. I'd be useless. So I applaud you for working with them. Bear, what was that? Cats. Can't live with them, can't live without them. The zoomies. It is zoomy hour. For parents, it's like the witching hour. For me, it's zoomy hour for the cats. And there he comes. Hi, welcome back. Mm-hmm. He's more patient as a boss than a father. That says a lot about him. I don't know which one my dad would be more patient as. Probably neither in the long run. Yeah, the anxiety will always be there. My favorite is my parents, or like, especially someone in my family is like, oh, like, why do you think you're anxious? And I'm like, well, first of all, let's look at the timeline of my life. I started school with 9/11 and ended school with COVID. Everything in between has just been like fun chapters. And then, two, every woman in my family, from my mother to my aunt to all my cousins to my grandma, have anxiety. Like, I never had a choice in this matter. Like, we put all the cards on the table. It's like, huh, I wonder. Mystery. Absolute mystery, guys. Absolute mystery why, like, confrontation makes me cry. And the second someone raises their voice, I'm just like, waterworks. Total. Could not guess why. Could not figure it out. What's a fun light? That also gives 70. Should text my mom. Mom, what did your lights look like as a kid? And she'd be like, I don't know, ceiling lights? Not helpful. My mom had a yellow bedroom as a kid. I know that. So I'm not far off with doing a yellow kid's room. And it's, however, this is painted. My mom's whole bedroom was wallpapered, including her ceiling as a kid. So my family's a bit more fancy. They have painted walls. On that one. I like this stripe. I don't know where or if I could use it in here though. I loved it when I started therapy. My mom made some comment about therapists always blaming everything on the parents. Like, Mom, you literally studied this stuff and taught it. You know parents have the most impact on anyone's life. Yep. Thankfully, my mom encouraged me when I went to therapy. And also, like, I studied therapy. Like, I have a master's in psychology. Like, to a degree, my parents kind of had to, deal with me being like, so, by the way, I read it in a book and passed tests on it, but then also had third parties verify that it is, in fact, biologically your fault. So, um, and they just looked at me like, thanks. And I'm like, not everything is one of your faults, though. Like, you get to split it. That's fun. One of you is more at fault than the other, though. Ooh, get to figure that part out. Have fun. Yeah, I love just looking at them and being like, so, I got a degree in this, and then had people verify it, and now I'm looking at you like, so, we gonna deal with it? I'm like, both my nature and my nurture are sitting here like, so friends, we've gathered here today to talk about how you fucked me up. My mom got her master's in human development and then taught the subject and still made that comment. Yeah, see, it's one thing where my dad makes that comment, who literally chose divorce over going to therapy to try and like work on his marriage with my mom. One thing for him to be like, I don't get it. If my mom had said that, I'd be like, Mom, you literally you support and go to therapy. Like, what are you talking about? And she'd be like, oh yeah. And I'd be like, I hate it here. The best is when my mom will text me and be like, hi, I need your therapist brain. And I'm like, for what? There's a reason that like I don't actually work in that field. Like, yeah, I studied it, but not to work in it. I studied it because I needed answers about myself, not because I wanted to help other people. It's because I needed answers. It's hard to accept as the actual parent. I mean, it is hard to accept. It's hard for anyone to accept when they messed up, let alone when it's like you spent your whole life on this thing, aka your child, and there's now a failure within that thing. She pushed me to try therapy, and then was offended when I realized my dad was my mom was the enabler. And then they both parentified me, and it took her a while to accept it. Yeah. Yeah. They do be doing that. And then you just sit there staring at them and be like, so, what have we learned today? And they're like, huh. You're like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, I hate that rug. Instantly hates it. Puts it down, instantly hates it. It's like, how do you play The Sims? I put things down and I instantly hate my decisions. It's like, how do you play The Sims? Oh, I kill people. Oh. Like, there's two ways to play. Building houses and hating every decision you make, or murder. There's only two ways to play this game, honestly. No one plays it peacefully. This game does not know how to function in peace. And if you play it peacefully, you're doing it wrong. Sorry. Full offense. What is this pattern? I've never seen that before. Is there a matching swatch to the end tables? I guess that would be it. I don't like that though. Tracks. I don't like it though. Like I was explaining to my family, like, because they know I play Sims, and my mom had asked, like, this was over Christmas dinner. She asked, like, what about that game? Like, do you love so much? And I was like, well, it's just really like fun and like quirky. Like, you can do a lot in it that you can't do in real life. You know, like pay your bills, have a successful family, all these things. But then you can also do really fun, weird things like you could woohoo a gnome or an alien that's dressed up as a gnome, and then also have like a magical baby with Santa. And then you could also just live like an average white picket fence life with your 2 kids and your dog, and you could be an astronaut. Like you could do all sorts of things. And she was like, can we backtrack to the gnome thing? And I was like, what about it? She was like, why would you do that? And I was like, I don't know. It might be alien night at the bar, and one of them has that as a randomly selected outfit that you didn't pick, but so be it. So it happens. It's the absolute control of creativity for me. Yeah, it's just like, it's wild. In like, my not so very safe terrifies me because my stories, every time I open it, I swear Neighborhood Stories just kills a new person every single time. Like, my family tree is an absolute disaster. I have it tracked on Sims Legacy Hub, and it's a disaster. There's just ghosts everywhere. Everyone's dead. Everyone. Not everyone, but most people are dead. I wrote my own Not So Berry too that I'm like the toddler is. I have the toddler of currently. That's not where that goes. And it's going to be a nightmare. Snap, go to your home. Thank you. But yeah, it's just, I had to save with a sim who was an herb dealer and had babies with Father Winter and twins with Patchy. Yeah, you know, things happen. I one time had a sim who made money with the woohoo options and dancing, and she built up a trailer park and kept regulars as neighbors before the for rent pack. It was the first thing I ever did with Seasons. It was just like, hey, look, new person. Let's see what happens. Like, literally what happens. Simmers, like, we don't make sense. And only other simmers get it. You explain it to someone who doesn't play this game, they're like, you did what? With who? And why? And it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I didn't even make it happen. I just walked away. Like, when I first started streaming, I did unpause streams, and I left the game open for 8 hours. And with, like, Dollhouse styles and families. And I would just let it run. I love unpause streams. And I did them in, like, themes. So I had, like, a gothic household that had, like, Rory and Vlad. Like, there was Rory, Vlad, Father Winter, or it was an occult house. They had, like, Rory, Vlad, Father Winter, Patchy, Tragic Clown, a mermaid, like, all these things. And I had, like, the, like, base game couples retreat. So I had, like, Nancy and Jeffrey, like, Bob and Eliza, Bella and Mortimer, like, base game townies. But I have, like, autonomy and, like, woohoo preferences set to, like, everybody can do anything. There was one time where a baby was there, and I was like, I'm not intervening. And got taken away. There's been a few times where, like, fires happen, Unless it gets out of control, I don't step in. Grim Reaper's been added to the household before. Agnes Crumplebottle, Bottom, and Father Winter were like lovers at one point. Like they, for some reason, she did not hate him. It was wild. I did a whole Love Island themed one. I did the characters from Saved by the Bell. I did I did Barbie and like her dream house crew. I've done a lot of them. But yeah, no, for some reason they didn't hate each other, and I was just like, go off. Like, I'm glad you found a man. It's like, you deserve it, Agnes. You do you. But no, I probably did like 10 of those. I would do them like once a week. We have like no mid-century art. Stray Kid Sims. Not the Stray Kids. Just like the random +1 kids that have happened. I think it would be very interesting to have one run with like the mod that allows Sims to hurt each other and see how long they last. They wouldn't take long, but I think it would be interesting to see how long they would last. Just looking at them, be like, oh, so who did it? Who done it? Oh yeah, I did a whole clue-based one. I think everyone but 2 people died in that one. See if the Sims are as chaotic as the real guys in the group. That's kind of what I did with the clue group. Yeah, if you ever need tips on how to set up an unpaused stream, I am your girl. Got it down to a science. Honestly, maybe this wall just stays blank, or I put a chair. We don't have like any mid-century art. What color isn't in this room yet that I need more of? I think it's blue. I don't have enough. Bet. Yeah, I don't know. That was like the first thing I wanted to try. So many streamers don't even ever want to do them, and I was like, first thing I want to try. 8 hours of unpaused. Why? I think because I work from home, so I was like, once I figure it out, seems easy enough. I can see what happens. And then it was like I set up TV for myself. It was great. What is a mid-century desk look like? I'm sitting here like, Mom, do you have photos of your house from when you were a child? I love how when you go to desks, occasionally the bunk beds pop up. Like, yes, perfect desk option. This is absolutely what I wanted. Yeah, you can just set it up and like walk away. As long as you're like around, like obviously don't just like leave the house. As long as you're around. Honestly, kid, you don't get the family can have the computer. But as long as you're around, like yeah, you can just kind of go off. No, I know the bottom was a desk. I just think it's funny that like the primary function of that is a bed, but it comes up under a desk. And like why only like these two? Like there's more bunk beds. But Horse Ranch and this specific Dream Home Decorator one. And horses. Get horsed, guys. Get horsed. I know that Horse Ranch is like a logical name for that pack, but they could have had so many other fun ones. Like Get Horsed. Get horsey with it. Imagine if every pack actually did have like the get together, get famous, get horsey with it. Perfect pack. 10 out of 10. No corrections needed. Absolutely no edits. 10 out of 10. Get horsey with it. And it's sponsored by Justin Timberlake. Okay, that's not where that goes. Where's my thingy? It's like the sweet treats with Katy Perry, but now we have Get Horsey with Justin Timberlake. Vampires get sucky. Werewolves get furry. Reasons I will never be allowed to be a member of like an EA collab because I say things like this. It's like I could be a top pro streamer and they'd be like, no, you say things like get horsed. You say things like get furry and get horsed. And I'd be like, yeah, I do. I do in fact say things like get furry. So I'm like, I could be like a little Simsy level pro and they'd still be like, no, she says too many weird things. And I'd be like, come on, guys. Don't we all want to get horsed? And they'd be like, done. I'm And that's why I'd be like, representation matters. We need the slightly autistic people who say weird things in the community too. You need to let us weirdos in too. We have a place. We need a seat at the table. That's not the right button. Justice for us weirdos. If there's anywhere us weirdos belong, it's in the gaming community. It's where we find our kind. Where we all like cultivate. It's like, I love this rug, but it doesn't feel 70s. It doesn't feel mid-century. This one kind of does. Yeah, it's like, as weirdos, you can find us in the gaming community. The ones with the random fun facts who all, for some reason, cultivate together. And then we only talk to each other, and we move in, like, packs. And then for some reason, they hold conventions of us, but we all, like, move in our packs. And they expect us all to socialize, and it's like, We don't do that. We don't talk. We don't communicate. We don't talk to others. It's a wild concept. And a wildly inappropriate thing to think we do. How do I want to lay this out? TV, couch, sure. That makes... I only socialize through the internet. Thank you very much. Literally. I like to socialize mostly where I can think before I speak. Which is why me streaming is a very bold choice. Because my mouth tends to say things before my brain has approved of them. And then I just sit here and have to live with consequences. That's an outdoor table, but like it's a cute table. I swear to God, we're the same person. You know, like that quote from The Office where it's like, my mouth starts sentences before my brain knows where they're gonna end up. I'm like, yeah, that's me every single day. And then people are just like, why do you seem so anxious when like you're presented with like an unplanned conversation? And I'm like, because it's unplanned and I don't know what my mouth is gonna say. This speaks before the brain processes. Like the processing power of my mouth is like 90 frames per second and my brain is like 60 frames per second. And then glitches happen. Problems. And then there's a lot of Freudian slips. And sometimes weird things come out. And then I just have to sit there with them. You just end up with clips of yourself saying weird stuff. Ooh, technically purple. Yeah, I guess. I like this color. My brain just leaps so far ahead, it doesn't even process the details of the situation, literally. My brain hears like the start of the problem, and it's like, yeah, this is the solution. I'm like, I don't even know what the problem is. And my brain's like, no, here's answer. And I'm like, are we sure? And it's like, nope, but here's answer. And it's like, okay. Like my brain will hear like 2 + 2, and I'm like 4, and it's like there was a whole other section to that problem, but okay. Here we are. This is a very large couch. I didn't mean for it to be so large. I didn't mean for so much to just happen with this couch. Like, that doesn't seem big enough. I can't make this couch work. And this seems like too close. Like, now this seems like a very small living room or living area. It's rough out here. It is. It's rough out here. When your brain processes it. Yeah, that's a weird looking couch. What if I made a circle couch? Because that's definitely the answer. Make the couch even bigger. Actually, that kind of is the solution, I think. Further back might not be the solution, but I'm gonna try and make it that. The Sims is so slimming. Yeah, the Sims is simming. It's like, why does that not make sense? Because it's the Sims. Yeah, that tracks. Okay, wrong button. Don't white, no. It's like this couch isn't blue enough. I need it to be like this color blue. We need more swatches. We always need, if they could give me every color in the world, and I would still be like, I need more. Maybe I match the curtains. Shocking, I'm using pink. Shocker. No, because nothing else is pink. But then is this too much yellow? Do I make this yellow? Do I just like make that the color? Maybe, and then I don't know. My brain isn't doing brain things. Then like, how do I put a rug over here if I already have the dining? Give me the light. Light. And what if I just change the whole layout? Just change everything I did. Now this is going to be a really large couch, especially for a family of like most like three. This is likely a family of like three. It's a really large couch. Like, I don't hate it. This like clearly they hate each other. They can all literally have a seat between them. This is for a family that hates each other. That's what this is. You can all sit separately. This is for your separate viewing pleasure. What if I literally just made it a circle? That's the wrong end. I don't hate that. I'm like, this isn't a style I usually build in. That's the point of the challenge. It's the point of spinning the wheel. Me, I don't like this. I don't normally do it. Literally the point of doing it. I need to bring the blue over here. How do I bring... Do I even have other blue coffee tables besides that? Okay, apparently I do. Not good ones. Why are they so big? Or weirdly shaped? Like I want this, but I want it to be just blue. I don't need the rainbow. Love the rainbow, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to also have a non-rainbow version. Like, can I have just blue? Too much to ask. But this one gets to be just purple, and this one gets to be just pink. Why can't the blue be just blue? Because it's too much to ask? That would... What? Like, what is this? This is like the size of a bed. Like, literally the size of a bed. What is... Why? Imagine if your coffee table was the size of a full bed. Who's in charge of the scale? You could sleep on this. I can't. This game. Fish. I mean, can you shrink the fish table? You cannot. You cannot shrink the fish table. The city living phase was wild. Like, what is this? This is so not practical. It looks like something I would find inside my computer. Anyway. On my side tangents. I think what we'll do is my little 1-2 layering trick. Do I want the white though? But like, who's in charge of the... I had to argue with some people on social media for a second. About what? Now you can't just tell me there's tea and then not tell me the tea. I live for drama. I literally listen to, like, my favorite podcast is called Normal Gossip. They just talk about viewers' gossip. Like, every episode is someone's gossip story. People I've never heard of, never will know. But, oh, thank you for your sub for 4 months, Bill. I'm only here because Hannah said she wouldn't tell me more naughty jokes. I'm gonna officially look into my homework now, but I'll be watching. Oh, was Bill the dumb people you had to fight with? That tracks. Thanks for 4 months, Bill. I can't believe it's been that long. Time flies when, you know, you're fighting with Automod all the time. Bill is packing. Oh yeah, your cruise is this week, isn't it? Bill's leaving on a boat. To drink must be drink. To drink drinks that must be drank. I like the circle rug, but it's like it's too big or too small. Why cannot be both? Why cannot be right size? I like circle rug, but too small and too big. I need in between. People claiming that because I'm NT related and saying your chair is related to ADHD must be a lie, and how everyone has ADHD. No, not everyone has ADHD. There's literally neurotypical, like, there's normal people out there. Normal people exist. Crazy to think when you're not normal. But, like, there's people out there who don't have a narrative going in their head at all time, and that is wild to me. Like, when people tell me that they love to read, I'm like, how do you shut off the voice, though? And they're like, what voice? And I'm like, the one that's constantly singing or, thinking of what you have to do next or just what you did during the day. Like, the voice that's always there, aka your voice, but, like, it's always there. And they'll just stare at you. And I'm like, I know you must have this voice. Everyone I'm friends with has this voice, but not everyone has this voice. And I'm like, you don't wake up and it's just like radio station turns on. Sometimes I just want to throttle people. I just do another line of voice when the voice falls asleep. That's fair. It's fair. I do take medication to make sure that to make sure the brain goes to sleep so I can go to sleep. It does help. But, I'm like, what do you mean you don't have a voice just like I wake up and there's just music. The song changes throughout the day, but I wake up and there's already a song in my head. And everyone's like, what do you mean you wake up with a song in your head? I'm like, what do you mean you don't? Like, it's always there. Most of the time I can ignore it, but if I'm just told to, like, meditate or read or, like, sit, I can't do it. There's never stops. Never. And I realize that's a sign of, like, creative types to, like, have the narrative and all this, but it's annoying. Like, sometimes you just want your own head. Why did it time you out? Oh, because it was... Oh, because of all the caps. It was about food hyperfixations and how when it abruptly ends, you literally gag. Yes! While eating said food and all these troglodytes were like, you can go through phases without it being ADHD. Yeah, but many people can only eat in this pattern and have diagnosed ADHD. It's literally called... Oh, what is this? It's literally called... ARFID. Avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. It's a recently developed thing in the DSM-5. Mostly diagnosed in children who are extremely selective eaters and sometimes have little to no interest in eating food even when it was once their favorite. They may eat a limited variety of preferred foods, which can lead to poor growth or poor nutrition. I have this. Sometimes I will go on a roll where, I love scrambled eggs. I love eating egg sandwiches, every morning. And then one day, all of a sudden, I will think about where eggs come from, and I cannot eat eggs. Eggs are too eggy. I cannot eat eggs. I will go on a thing where, I love chicken tenders. Love chicken, want to have, chicken pasta every day. And then I'll have, one bite of chicken that's, chewy or, too chickeny or something. Won't eat chicken for months. I'll go on a roll where, my favorite snack is Cheez-Its. I'll eat, a box a week kind of vibe. And then all of a sudden, I won't touch Cheez-Its for, a year. It's just, how hyperfixation works with ADHD and autism when it comes to, video games or special interests. Or it also happens to apply to things like food, skincare, the shampoo you use. you go through phases of life. It's just they happen way more often than they do with other people. One day the texture of the food I love will be slightly off and I'll gag, literally. Just slightly off and I'm like, done. It used to piss my mom. I mean, not piss my mom, but like frustrate her. Because she would think she's ahead of it and she'd like stock up on that food or that snack. And then all of a sudden I'd be like, mm-mm. And then we would just have a ton of it in the house. And she'd be like, what do you mean? I'd be like, yeah, And she'd be like, what the hell? Like, fuck this. And I was like, yeah, no, She could never figure it out. Everyone just thought I was being a picky eater. And I hated being called a picky eater growing up. I hated it. Because I was like, I'm not picky. Like, I eat basically every fruit and vegetable out there. I just don't eat meat. And in a family where like everyone loves seafood and meat, they're like, oh, you're so picky. Sorry, I'm a vegetarian. But also, like, when I was a kid, there was way less vegan and vegetarian options out there. Like, my mom would be sneaking protein powder into my orange juice and like feeding me nuts and cheese like every single day because there wasn't, the Impossible Burgers and like the vegan nuggets and like all these things that kids have now to like have these options. And so I was always told like, you're such a picky eater. And I'm an adult now and I'm sitting here like, no, I'm not. I know what I like. I have preferences. It's okay to not want to eat everything and not like everything. Not everyone likes everything. That's fine. I get all the nutrients I need. I can sustain myself. And it's fine. Like, we're good. It's much more debilitating for us, for a neurotypical person, because we can't escape. We literally can't. I suppressed my own RFID issues growing up because there were enough picky eaters in my family and I didn't want to be a burden, so I would just eat so fast I couldn't process the taste or texture. I guess I was an eating disorder now. Yep. I went through binge eating phases as a kid. And that's probably part of it, is because I didn't want to eat the things I was eating. Like, I either was super hyperfixated on it, or it's like I felt guilty that I had to eat the thing because now everyone bought it for me because it was my hyper focus. And I was like, cool, I have to eat the thing. And so I would like binge food as a kid. Like, it's wild when you grow up and you look back and you're like, huh, I was not all the wild and crazy things the adults in my life called me. I was in fact just like a curious child who had questions, or I didn't want to eat every single thing. Crazy of me to not want to eat everything that's, under the sun, and to have preferences. Wild behavior. Like, I don't know any single human who would eat every food under the sun. I'm sure they're out there, but like, I don't know any personally. And I think what's particularly funny is it's like my dad would get mad at me for not, he would always cook like steak and hamburgers and like stuff like that because my brother would eat that, and that's what my dad ate and he'd love to cook that stuff. But he would always have to go out of his way to make me like chicken or something like vegetarian or stuff like that. And it was like a hassle. He always made it feel like I was being like such a hassle for this. Yet if I ever had to like cook for him, I never did, but like if I had ever had to cook for him and I made a vegetable basically other than like asparagus or broccoli, he would have been like, but I don't like that vegetable. And then I would have had to go out of my way to make him a different, like make it make sense. And he ate like maybe 2 fruits. And I was like, so I can eat every fruit and vegetable in the world and you don't, but God forbid I don't eat all the meats. This is why I get so worked up when people try to dismiss it. So many of us have been dealing with these kinds of symptoms our entire lives and have only just figured out why. And so then they need to stop to take that why. Yeah. Like, to this day, my dad will try to make me like try just one bite of something, or like literally stick a fork in my face with like red meat or like pork or something on it that I do not eat, have not eaten in years. Like I've never eaten red meat since I was probably 6 or 7. And I will literally say no. And he'll be like, oh, but come on, like try it. Like I cooked it this special way, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. It will get to a point where I have to yell at him and be like, no. And that's a full answer. Or I'll have to like walk away from the situation. Because he's like so like does not get it. And I'm like, I also don't think he understands that like if I eat red meat right now, I will get physically ill. Like I can't just like suddenly eat red meat. My body doesn't process that. If I slowly introduced it to my body, it could, but if I just like sat down and tried to eat a steak, I would get so sick. I've never eaten a steak in my life. My body would be like, what is this foreign substance? Get it out of me. My dad just did that to me a few weeks ago. I do eat meat, but I'm not a big fan of sausages, and he was trying to force me to try pork and venison sausages that he just smoked. Yep. Last time I was down in Florida, my dad did that with pork that he sous vide, and I was like, I don't eat pork. Like I literally, I don't. The only meat I eat is chicken, and it's like selectively, like less than once a week, like probably 2 to 3 times a month most. Usually in the form of chicken tenders, unless my mom like made it for dinner when I go to visit her. And like I've never had a hamburger in my life. I don't eat seafood. And it's just like it blows people's mind. They don't get it, and they don't know how to like take the no, I don't want to eat that. It's just, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna eat that. God forbid I try to get him to eat fruit or a vegetable. Yeah, I remember I tried to make my dad try a beet, and he was like, no. I was like, not so fun when I flip the script, is it? God forbid I like I should put a beet on. I should have just put it on the fork and been like, but no, he said no, and I was like, cool. It's a crazy concept. I accepted the no. Wild concept. No was an answer. No was a full and complete answer. Crazy concept. Crazy concept that for some reason, for generations, men have just in one ear out the other. Imagine respecting boundaries. I know, right? Wild. Imagine respecting boundaries and actually believing that yes and no are real answers. Crazy concept. Wild and crazy concepts. Most women have lost our mind thinking that's appropriate. What else is this? I mean, a better light in the kitchen would probably help. The kitchen's very dark. I don't know why the kitchen's so dark. I mean, now it's even darker, but the kitchen's very dark. What kind of lights would you have in the 70s? I mean, I feel like those are horrible. Whoever approved, like, what? Whoever approved of that? I realize that's from the Cool Kitchen Pack, which is from like 2016-ish. But like that's horrible. It's horrible lighting. Like, who said that was okay? Who approved that? I'm sure they're not in the team anymore, but like, wow. Okay, I'm going for real now. Okay, bye. Have fun on your homework. Where's my fun rug? Are eggs mid-century modern? Probably not, but I use the egg rug in like every single house. My favorite little guy. Like, oh, you don't stand on a rug at your kitchen? In your kitchen? Should I do giant egg? Does giant egg fit? Giant egg does not fit. Okay, it will just be sink rug. Sink rug. Egg. Why egg? Why not? And for anyone who asks why egg, I say why not. The 70s would have like a lot of wallpaper. What kind of wallpaper? Like that's very 70s. Maybe I wallpaper the entryway. Oh my god, this is already a lot. Already too much to take. Wow. Okay. Um, it's a choice, but I feel like that's what I'm going for. Whenever I see 70s style, I either love it or think, that's a choice. So kind of spot on. Um, oh, I love this wallpaper. I don't think it would fit the vibes though. Curated corkboard. Sure, that one. Where are the so descriptive the slats, the things? I know what I mean. It looks weird with the Feels like a 70s living room look like. So I can spell. Um what is that? That looks like it's straight out of the Teletubby house. It's like I want like 70s. I don't want like modern 70s. Like wood paneling. I feel like wood paneling would be a lot. It's a lot of space. I could try it though. I know the right one to use if I can find it. Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? There it is. Sometimes if you sing to the game, it helps. I promise. I promise. Sometimes that's all it's missing. Oh yes, this is definitely what was missing. Now I can do like highlight walls. Dun-dun-dun-dun. What color do I want to bring? I guess blue. Blue's fine. Found it. Like an in-betweener. I like this one. Going moody. Darkest dark. Okay. What wallpaper? I mean, the polka dots were kind of a moment. They're kind of a, like, I feel like those are more the vibe than the stripes. And the kitchen's quite modern, but I'm fine with that. And I think this is cute. It's different, but I like it. That's the challenge too. I always have to remind myself, I'm like, it's literally the point of the challenge. Is to do something different. Oh, I liked the yellow one. Okay. I'm going to give it, I guess it could stay a home studio. I don't know why though. It can be homey. Maybe, it can be a party place because, it has a lot of seats and not a lot of Sims can live here. 2 bed, 2 bath. Cool. Let's see what else we can get done. I think I have like 7 apartments left. I've avoided the 2 big ones. We have not done the penthouse, or actually the 3 big ones. I have not done the penthouse, the one with the pool, or this one, which is like 2 stories. So I haven't done this one, or this one. That one's quite big. I don't know if I want to do that one. I could do this one. Let's pull up the wheel. Where is it? Nope, these are all pictures of living rooms. Wheel. Wheel of wheels. Come on. The wheel of wheels is frozen. No. Reload. Okay. Do have this one. Okay. Post-apocalyptic. What does that even? My friend's like, my Wi-Fi has been fucked up. And I'm like, I've been telling you for months you need a new router. Did you contact the people? What is post-apocalyptic style? Let's go find out. Post-apocalyptic. Okay, not like clothing. I meant like home design. This is completely not what I do, but okay. I I don't make bomb shelter. Uh, huh. Uh-huh. So, like, the world ended. Okay. How many people are in this family? I feel like that part shouldn't be my problem. 3 kids and 3 adults. Are any of you related? Like, married kind of thing? Looks like, no, maybe you two? I can't tell. Make a basically a bomb shelter. I don't build like this ever. Ever. Like never ever. I make things pink and pretty and girly and not this. Interesting. You need a bathroom. I'll just put it back where they had it. Probably a 2-bed. Maybe 3 for this family. Everyone's gonna really need their own space when you're kind of stuck here together in this scenario. So it's like a 3-bed, 1-bath. Sucks, but we can make it work. I mean, it sucks for them. I don't have to deal with it, but it sucks for them. Okay. And now I need like, I know a floor. I know a floor. Yeah, that's helpful. I know. Like the broken. That actually might be better for bathrooms. Do we have like destroyed wood? It's probably the most rough and tumbled wood. Then the broken tile. There it is. I lost it. There's your broken tile. Your broken tile in your bathroom. Sounds like a great time on your feet. I mean, there's no carpenters in this world. I mean, well, there are. I'm assuming they're not dead yet, but I like to assume they're not dead yet. That's so sad. But yeah, we need it to be gross. Maybe that's like a kid's room. Sure, at one point they were cheery space. At one point they had life and hope. I'll probably just use the mosquito windows again. Where are they? Mosquito-y, machino-y. Like, I don't think we have like busted out windows. We don't have any that look like cardboard put over them and stuff. So I'm just gonna make these match the other. Other apartment. At least you got a lot of light. Bonus. Lots of light. Dirt. Lot of grime. I mean, just because it's post-apocalyptic doesn't mean that these people can't clean, but I doubt that they have access to a lot of cleaning supplies. You know? I don't think Lysol and Windex are plentiful. Last time I checked, end of the world does not mean a lot of hand sanitizer and cleaning supplies. At least if history repeats. You know, history has taught us anything. Speaking of history repeating itself, anyone realize that 2020 is happening all over again? We all ignoring that, or I totally understand if we are all ignoring it, but probably shouldn't. Probably should address it at some point. Wall is suspiciously clean. Not anymore. I hate to put grime all over the bathroom, but like, you know, it would be there. It's like, you hate to see it, but okay. Right now, I feel like this is sufficiently dirty. I don't know how far into the apocalypse we're supposed to be. I get to decide that. I mean, it could have been first day, but that doesn't really give the same vibes. Like, it could be April 1st of 2020. Who knows? Who knows? Flashbacks. You can at least have a quality toilet. I'll give you that. I'll give you legit sinks. Do we have a cracked mirror? I mean, we have a cracked standing mirror in the basement kit, but I don't think we have a cracked bathroom mirror. If we do, I do not have access to it. I put that toilet paper too high. Down there. Down there, my friend. It feels too clean. I hate to say it, but like when I think of post-apocalyptic, I think of dirty. And when I think of dirty, I think of like college boys. When I think of college boys, I think of like crusty navy blue everything. So, it sends me down a very specific path. I mean, we don't really have a dirty bath mat, so I guess we're just gonna pretend like their bath mat hasn't gone dirty all these years. Okay, that's fine. Also, let's go green and blue. Let's have fun with it. Let's have fun with the post-apocalyptic apartment. Thinking like a almost galley type, or not a galley, but like L-shaped kitchen. My cat is snoring quite loudly behind me. Again, we don't, I mean, we have like the rundown version, I guess I could use. So I was like, how do I make a fridge look dirty? Give them the cheapest option. Sucks for them, but that is in fact how I make it look icky. Icky. Icky Vicky. That was a good show. Okay, my brain, it gets so sidetracked all of the time. Nope. Nope. Sure. Why am I hearing a squeaky toy? Why does this song have a squeaky toy in it? I guess things from cats and dogs. But still. Maybe we have a folding table. I'd like to think that they had a lot of their stuff together before everything happened, but maybe this is a place that they ended up squatting in. Who knows? They could have a TV, but like, what would broadcast on a TV in a post-apocalyptic world? Nothing. So what's the point? So sad, but like, what's the point? Yeah. Cozy. So homey. We definitely need a lot of activities because, like, again, what are you doing in this world? Sad, sad world. Not a whole heck of a lot. Random menagerie of rugs. We only have like one worn down rug in this game. Which I mean makes sense. Most of the time you are not building worn down spaces, but sometimes you need them. That's a very big arrangement of rugs. What other? I mean, this place is gonna be pretty sad. Can't lie. So this one cinder blocks it is. Arm. Fitting. 30. I mean, I know there are other sciencey ones, but like where? Someone needs to have a punching bag. You gotta stay fit, you know, zombies and stuff. You can have it. That can be your thing. What kind of beds? I mean, you would sleep on like cots and stuff, wouldn't you? Really sad, but like you want to sleep on like cots and sleeping bags. It's not exactly like the lap of luxury around here. Maybe they give the kid the one that's like slightly better. Actually, no, that one's worse technically. The other ones have better stress relief. But they're the kid, it's fine. It's fine. They're a kid. I'll do the kids' room. So sad. Yeah, it's like, isn't there it is. A rundown desk. The door desk. It's for Sims. There's like the beat up wooden, like the other version of that one. And I can also do this one. This one doesn't look good. I was like, what's the word? What's the word I'm going for here? Good. Maybe they can have a little radio, like they're listening for help. I'm gonna give them lots of toys and friends. This is so sad. They can have classic. They can have Blarfy. Where is he? Blarfy. There we are. Classic. You can have Blarfy. We can also give you the little teddy playset to work on your empathy, because I feel like you probably will need that in this situation. So give you a little Yeti friend. And maybe a robot. He's a friend. That's a friend. And maybe a dino. Dino would be a good friend. Dino would be a great friend. Dino would be so supportive in these challenging times. Maybe you can have scary monster light. Everything we can do to make this less terrifying for a child. Where's scary monster light? Passed it. I passed it. Where is it? I passed it again. Scary monster light. You can have scary monster light. Maybe a mirror. I don't have the cracked mirror, so they're just gonna have to live with like a. Not so much of them, us aesthetically in this vibe are gonna have to live with me not having the cracked mirror. Maybe they put artwork on the wall to hide some of the cracks and scary parts. Yeah. What else could a kid want in a post-apocalyptic world? Maybe they have a tiny violin. Oh, they could be like a scientist. They could be a science kid. Why the heck not? They could be trying to solve whatever's wrong. Come on, kid, we're relying on you. It's all up to you now, child. Having a journal might be a good, might help with living in this situation. Now this room. Dresser. You need a worn down dresser. Does werewolves, it comes with this. It comes with like trunks. Which honestly don't even look like dirty or scuffed or anything. But we'll use them. We'll use them. You can have a clock. You can be the timekeeper. You're the one who's like counting all the days as they pass. And because of that, you're gonna have like scratches on your wall because you're counting the days. You can have the more tattered mirror. And then maybe a plant. I mean, I don't know how easy it would be to keep a plant alive post-apocalyptic. But one can hope that somebody out there would keep something alive. Yeah, for the hope of it all. What else can you have? I mean, they wouldn't have much. It's what they can, like, Scrounged together. That's literally a random barrel of stuff. But that makes sense. You guys would just have what you can scrounge together. Um, Sometimes I'll think something's weathered and then it's actually just really ornate. And I'm like, oh, wrong vibe. I think this thing's weathered. It is. Love that. Maybe a candle. I mean, you would have, yeah, I mean, you would have candles. At least I would hope somebody somewhere in this house would have a candle. Like fire hazard, but also like, what else are you gonna do around here? You know? Power probably goes up quite a bit. And that's if you even have power. The books everywhere, because honestly, what else are you doing with your time? There's not much else to do. They've probably got a whole little library situation going on in this house. Here's the, there it is. It's like the crate. Lampitos. Lantern for you. Lantern for you. I imagine whoever lives in this room is kind of like in charge. What I gotta plants? I always try to rely on plants, but it's like we're in a world where plants likely aren't around anymore. Plants may not. They may still be around, but like they're struggling. Um, I like the idea of like the kid having crafts around the house. Like Give me a little pirate. Like, I don't know, kind of like cheers up the space. There's a little hope behind it all. Get a bit more dim. It's gonna be kind of bare bones because, like, post-apocalyptic. It's kind of a 3-bed, 1-bath. What kind of vibes would it probably would have ghosts? It would be grody. It would also be filthy. But like, you can put wild prairie grass on a an apartment lot. It could have, you know, I'll just put it on like the geothermal in the well, which helps with like the heating and water costs. Just helps with bills. So I was like, what else would you give it, honestly? Other than lot challenges. What kind of benefits do you give a place like this? Oh, I should give you this little guy. Obviously, you need a little ranger. The ranger's going to protect. Reindeer. Just don't want to rug out here. It feels a little empty. No. I don't think any of them are gonna fit the space right, but it kind of does. Just do that one. The rugs don't have to match. We're not gonna be matchy all up in here. I honestly think that might be it. I know it's kind of bare, but like, what else do you put in a post-apocalyptic home? Usually I would clutter and give them all kinds of stuff, but like, babes, what would you have? You'd have the bare minimums. They have a kitchen, they have a bathroom, they have beds. Yeah. Like, that is post-apocalyptic. It's dirty. I mean, this wall's not dirty. I could probably stuff it up a bit more. I'm not really good at the making things dirty part of this game. Is this dirty enough? I mean, how dirty would it be, really? They don't have cleaning products. The world's in a disgusting state. This feels pretty appropriately disgusting. Mostly just 'cause I don't want it to be any grosser. Are there any other like science things? They would mostly be in Strangerville. I almost said Stranger Things. Wrong thing. Wrong vibes. And similar vibes, but wrong. Still wrong. Okay. I approve. I mean, it's simple, but I like simple. I did slot trades, right? Yes. It's another one. Off the list. 6 left. Still have the 3 biggest ones left. Obviously avoiding them. It's healthy. Healthy behavior to avoid your problems. Healthy. So healthy. But I'm going to call it a stream there. I think I'm going to send us over to I don't know. Is Athena still doing her? All right, she's not still doing her marathoning. But she is playing Dead by Daylight, speaking of post-apocalyptic vibes. So we can go over and say hi to her. She might be wrapping up soon, but we are going to go over and say hi to Athena Bean. She's a sweetie pie. She's playing some Dead by Daylight. So we're going to go over and hang out with her this Friday evening. I stream almost every single day here, but I do take the weekends off. I will also be taking Monday off next week. Just mental health, you know, everyone needs a break now and then. But I will be back on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. And I will be seeing you all very soon. Okay? Bye, everybody.